Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be about cleaning this fridge. Now when I clean my fridge, I go through all of the food that is in there and I get rid of anything that is smelling funny, has mold on it, or just is in there unnecessarily that I know we are never going to eat. That needs to go. It just fills up space into the fridge and we just don't need that. So I'm getting rid of food, but I'm also taking out all of the glass items and washing them in my dishwasher. If you don't have a dishwasher, you can just wash this by hands. I'm really thankful for the extra servants in my dishwasher who is going to take care of that for me. So I take out all that I can and give that a whole clean through the dishwasher, and anything that I can't get into the dishwasher I will clean with my own spraying cloth and just get all the gritty off so that this fridge can look beautiful on the inside again and be fresh for us to use for probably the next year. I don't clean my fridge that often. I mean, we do keep it kind of minimal on food because I just don't see a use in storing a whole bunch of food in there over a long period of time if we're not going to be, eating through it. We do eat through food really regularly and we don't buy more than we can eat most times. Although this season of life has been a lot of going and coming and getting a bunch of extra supplies, not being sure if we're going to be home or not, and then we're not home, and so it's just piling up in the fridge and then buying some more because we're not sure if the stuff that is in there is good anymore, and so we end up with a bunch of extra stuff, and it is just time to clean it out completely. As you can see, this is just packed to the brim, keeping stuff in here so that it wouldn't go to waste, but you almost can't even see what's going on in here anymore. So it's just being very unproductive and not really adding any value to our lives. If you can't open the fridge and find what you're looking for, the fridge is not working for you how it's supposed to be working. So high time to get in here and get it all organized and cleaned out. And it's also a good excuse to just give it a really quick wash. Now the first step for me is to unpack my dishwasher, and the reason I do this is because I know that as soon as I start taking food out of here onto my countertop, I'm going to be washing the first bunch of removable items from the fridge. So if I can have a clean dishwasher, I can get that process going. While the first fridge equipment is washing in my dishwasher, I now need to pack all the food that I unpacked somehow back into the fridge. But it seems a little unproductive because I've just spent all this time taking it out and I'm putting it back, but I'm not really putting them back in the place that they need to be going. I'm gonna go through this right now and get rid of all the things that are not good anymore anyway, so that I'm not backing it back into the fridge. But the items that we are gonna still be eating, I'm gonna clean up an area where I can just sort of put them back and keep them cool while I wait for the dishwasher to finish up with the cleaning. This is kind of just the process. It is a bunch of packing in and packing out. Maybe someone else knows a quicker way to do this, but you know what? For me, it's worth it. It probably takes about 2-3 hours with the rinsing. But that way I know that I'm getting rid of all the food in here that shouldn't be in here, and I'm cleaning this fridge very, very good. Alright, while I've got all this food packed out on the counter, I am looking through what I all have and thinking, okay, well, I've got some cream cheese. I need to use this up. So now I can think of some recipes where I can use up this cream cheese before it goes to waste. I've also got some sour cream that needs to be used up, a garlicky olive oil kind of mix that I've been saving for some kind of salad dressing, but I think it's a bit past being able to be a good salad dressing, but I could use this in a soup and really give it a nice garlicky olive taste. This mayonnaise has been in there a really long time, and you know what, it doesn't even look great anymore, so we're gonna let that go. A big jar of teriyaki sauce. I mean, it's not even fully full, so I may just pour this into a different container so that I'm not keeping a big jug of something in there, taking up space for no reason. more sour cream. So it looks like we're gonna be sour creaming. And then of course, I've got meals in here that we had previously. This would be the time for me to, well, I guess if I'm cleaning out the fridge, I know I'm gonna be getting a lot of leftovers because there's no point in keeping this. I mean, that always happens when you make extra food. You're gonna have to eat it at some point, but I mean, this stuff has been harbored for a few too many days now, so it's really time to eat that up. I've got some rice over here, another dinner in this big cast iron pot that needs to be eaten. So basically no more cooking, just a lot of leftovers, and then whatever all we can't get through either needs to be frozen or get gotten rid of. So now's a good time actually to have a bunch of people over and just eat leftovers. I have used the leftover lemon juice just to add it to my homemade, I think this is water and vinegar with some lemon juice that I'm gonna now use to clean out the fridge. Some pasta sauce that looks to have already molded, so that's gone as well. Oh, it's so sad when that happens. And I like to do a really good check on all the jams because the jams, you know, we do like to eat jam now and then, but you know, I think pretty soon you could have a whole bunch of jars of jam in your fridge that you're just like barely eating. We don't eat jam that much. Now I bought a bunch of bread when we were in and out over the summer weeks here on holiday and then back, and so I'd have my sourdough starter in and out of the fridge, but not really ever having enough days to follow the process. But now I have bread and I've already made a sourdough bread in the meantime, and well, this is just not really that appealing when you have fresh homemade bread, of course. But what I think I'll do with it is make some dried crumbs somehow, because recently I've been thinking that I crave chicken burgers, but I like to go buy a chicken burger because I've never actually made a chicken burger with the buttermilk and dipped my own chicken and, you know, made the chicken meat that has the crusty edge on it. So I think this bread would be a really good idea to try to dry and keep the crumbs for making my own breaded chicken burgers. So, and then I've got some leftover cake here from a chocolate cake that I made a little while ago, a tuxedo chocolate cake, which was so good, and I posted a video about it if you want to go check that out. But I do have some extra cake, so maybe I'll think about making a cake kind of thing. And then we've been keeping some apples that I got on sale at the store when they had too many apples, thinking that I was going to make apple pie. And I feel like I did make apple pie, if I remember correctly, but I have some left over, so time to make some more pie. I think it's so good to get a stock on everything that you have in your fridge because, you know, we keep buying food, and sometimes I feel like I need to set a limit on myself and say no more buying from the grocery store. Even right now with our garden producing as much as it is, we almost need to be real tough and not indulge in this luxury of being able to go buy fresh food, you know, milk maybe because we don't have a cow, but for the rest, we can eat very well just actually using up all these ingredients instead of buying anything else that we feel like, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, let's continue with this cleaning. Well, thank you for hanging out with me while I clean my fridge, and I'm so excited that it is now organized and fully clean, and we can now live in this fridge for the next couple of months knowing that we can find our food and it doesn't look horrible. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and if you like content like this, please stick around, subscribe to our channel, and then you can catch up with my upcoming videos. Alright, see ya, bye.